Take a look at your net worth right now. Take a snapshot of it. Now, your net worth, for anyone who doesn't understand, is if you take everything that you own minus everything that you owe, that's your net worth. So it's what is the amount of value, of financial value, that is yours right now. Now, when you factor in your net worth, you're going to factor in, the equity in your home. You're going to factor in your savings, both liquid and in investments. You're going to look at everything that you own overall and subtract everything that you owe, and that's going to leave you with a value. It's going to leave you with a number. Now, that net worth might be thousands, it might be 100,000s, it might be millions. It's going to range, right? If maybe you're a billionaire, that'd be awesome too. But you're going to be left with a number, and that is your net worth, your net financial worth. Now, here's what I want to talk about today. Your money mindset created that net worth. The way you think about money, what you believe about money, how you relate with money, how you feel about money, how you perceive money, the meaning that you assign money, the role that money plays in your life, the value that you've assigned to money. This is all your money mindset. And that money mindset created that net worth. We like to think that our net worth and the value, what we have in our life is a result of how much work, how much effort, how much stress and impact that we've had in the world, like how much value we've given and how much value we've received. Yes, in some cases, all these things factor in. But at the end of the day, it's your money mindset that created all of that. Here's where the rubber hits the road. And here's where this episode really starts to get good. The same money mindset that you have right now cannot create a higher level of net worth than you enjoy right now. The same exact money mindset, if you perceive money the exact same way, if you perceive the meaning of money, if you perceive the value, if you perceive the exchange of money, if you perceive the role of money, if you hold on to the beliefs of the amount of effort is required to create money, or how money's created, or whatever, if you take all of these things, and if you continue to think and feel and act and believe and behave with money in the same exact way that you do right now, you will not create higher levels of net wealth in your life. The same beliefs that got you here will not add another zero to your bank account. The same beliefs that got you here, the same thoughts about money, the same feelings about money will not allow another comma, another zero, another level. The same beliefs, the same thoughts, the same feelings that you have right now about money will not allow you to 10x your financial well-being. I know this might be a bitter pill to swallow for some people, but there's the point to all this madness. Here's what I've found. Money sells. The promise of money sells. If you look at, there are a lot of awesome gurus, coaches, teachers in the world who can and will help you build your business. No doubt. No doubt. They are talented, they are gifted. They can absolutely 100% help you increase the impact, the viability, the results of your business. No doubt. And the promise of more money sells super, super easily. It's clean to sell money. It's easy to sell money. The easiest way for me to make a sale in the world is by telling someone that I can help them increase the amount of money that they make in the world. And I've watched awesome teachers and awesome gurus and awesome coaches sell money as a result, sell financial well-being as a result of their work together. I've watched people that are ultra talented help other people, like sell their programs, but sell people programs about increasing the amount of wealth in their life. And I've seen people sell hundreds of thousands of dollars of opportunities to create more money. And the programs and the lessons that these folks teach, they're real and they're relevant and they're valuable. And no doubt, they're legitimate. But here's why some of them don't work. And here's why most of them don't work. And here's why you'll take the same program among a population of students, and some of those students will get results and some of those students will not. Here's why. Because if you bring the same money mindset to that concept that they're teaching, to that program that they're teaching, if you bring the same perception about money, if you bring the same beliefs about money, if you bring the same interactions and if you bring the same codependencies to money, if you bring the same exact meaning to money through those programs, you will stay stuck and those programs will not work for you. Because it's your money mindset that creates your wealth. It's not a program that creates wealth. Have you ever, let's talk a little bit about self-sabotage. You ever heard somebody win that was broke, right? Maybe they lived in a trailer park and that typical story, maybe the Midwest story. They lived in a trailer park. They hit Powerball. They won $350 million. And then a couple years later, they were broke as fuck. But it's like they were more bankrupt a couple years later than they were even before they hit the Powerball. Because their money mindset was set to be poor. And when you put money on top of a broken money mindset, there's only one thing that happens. They find a way to get rid of that money as quickly as possible because their money mindset is set to be poor. If you look at athletes that they grow up in the inner city and then they go to college and they're a star athlete in college and they get drafted into the pros. Maybe it's baseball, maybe it's basketball, maybe it's football, but they get drafted and like they get a multi-million-dollar contract. And then just a few years after they're done playing, they're broke and they have nothing. Have you ever heard these stories before? The reason this happens is because you take a money mindset, you put money on top of that broke money mindset, and that money mindset will find a way to get back to the conditions that created the struggle to begin with. You can't put money on top of a broke money mindset and expect the broke money mindset to maintain a level of wealth. It doesn't happen that way. But when you make a shift to the money mindset, now you're talking. Now you stand a chance. Because the money mindset inside a human being is what creates the financial condition in their life. If you take an awesome program in a room of 100 people and give 100 people the same exact program, only the people who perceive out of the 100, only the people who perceive money differently and who change their money mindset and who change the program and who change the story inside of their head, only those people who let go of the old beliefs and the old stories and the old perceptions, only those people who evolve in their money mindset will get results from the program. I was at a retreat a couple weeks ago, and I spoke one day, and the next day there was an awesome guy named Kyle Mallian spoke. And Kyle, even he said the same thing. Kyle said, listen, if your money mindset doesn't change, nothing will change. The first step is changing your money mindset. The first step is changing your mindset about success and about business acquisition and about cash flow. It's changing your money mindset. And I had just kind of taught the same thing the day before. Your money mindset got you here. The same money mindset will not get you to the next level. But people buy the promise of money. But what they refuse to understand is it's their money mindset, not the program, that creates wealth. The program offers a solution, but the money mindset is what changes their financial condition. This is important stuff. There's a teacher named T. Harv Eker. T. Harv Eker is guy, he's active today, but he was really active back in the 1990s and early 2000s. And T. Harv Eker wrote an awesome book called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And it's still one of my favorite books today. This thing is it's game changing. It talks about the program that he calls them the wealth files, the programs, the stories that could be running inside of your mind that would keep you broke, and the stories that are required to shift inside of you in order for wealth to begin to accumulate and for you to create wealth in your life. And here's the magic of what Harv did. Harv published a book called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And when Harv was up on stage, Harv would sell the promise of more money. Harv would constantly talk about money, make millions, become rich, make millions. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, the secrets of the wealth files. It was all about money. Then when you got into his conference rooms, then when you got into his trainings, guess what? He never talked about money. He only talked about what was happening in your mind and in your body, because it's what's happening inside of your mind and body that created this financial situation that you are enjoying or not enjoying right now. And nothing changes if nothing changes. If you took the same money mindset, your perceptions of money, how you see money, how money drives your life or influences your life, how you look to extract money from someone else, how do you do that, right? Do you do it by a career, a job, a service, stealing? Like how what is that extraction technique? that you utilize in order to try to create wealth in your life. If you continue to see the world, the financial world, through the same financial lens that you have right now, no matter what program you have, no matter what job you get, no matter what happens in your life, no matter what investment takes off, no matter what outcome, no matter what inheritance, if nothing changes inside of you, your overall financial state will come right and rebound right back to the same place that you are right now. Just like people that win Powerball and become broke, and just like athletes that go from poor to rich back to poor, because it's their money mindset that created their initial circumstance. And nothing changes if nothing changes. I hang out with a lot of people, a lot of successful people, and some of my most successful people that I hang out with are, let's talk, Brian Schroeder, he's been a guest on this podcast. Lucas Walls, he's been a guest on the podcast, and Sam Prem, he's been a guest on the podcast. Joshua Wilson, he hasn't yet. Pat Hilton, Kyle Mallian, these guys are all in that success sphere, and these guys are really moving the needle in the world. These guys are really making an impact in the world and doing significant things and valuable things and really make a meaningful difference in this world. And they all have hearts of gold, and they all want to help, and they're all servants, and they're all like stewards of goodness, and they do care about the people that they work with, and they do want the best for other people, and they have huge ass hearts. But they all understand the value and the power of mindset, specifically your money mindset. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. And the way these people that I just mentioned, that line of names, that list of names that I just mentioned, the way they became so wealthy, the way they became so influential, the way they became so successful is by first changing inside and then seeking change on the outside. But if nothing would have changed inside of those people, if the stories about money, the stories about themselves, the stories about their role in the world, the stories about how to extract and how to harness and how to create and how to accumulate wealth, if the stories inside of them wouldn't have shifted before the outcomes wouldn't have shifted. The circumstance doesn't create the story creates the circumstance. And if you are one of those people that spend more time defending your beliefs and defending your perspectives and defending your money stories, defending your opinions about money and your opinions about the rich, your opinions about the economy, if you defend your beliefs and stories and perspectives and opinions more than you listen to other people that have more than you, that have created more than you, that have achieved more than you, that have accumulated more than you. If you defend your beliefs more than you open up and listen to those beliefs of other people that are ahead of you in the game and adopt their beliefs and adopt their stories, and adopt their perspectives, if you don't open up yourself and open your belief system and stop defending yourself and seek out the knowledge and the guidance and the wisdom and the mindset and the heart set of those people that are at another chapter farther along in their journey, you're doing yourself a great disservice. And the more you defend your own position, the more you're staying stuck there. Listen, programs, offerings, courses, teachings, solutions, processes, these things that offer the promise of more wealth are awesome and they're abundant. And this is a world where solutions are all around you and everyone's got a solution and everyone's selling a solution. And I love it because 99% of them are legit. There are those few that where it's just people trying to take your money, but 99% are legit. But the key to effectively utilizing those is by first and foremost changing the narrative that's happening inside of your mind and your body. If you think that money is bad and you buy a program to give you more money, it's not going to be effective because you think that money's bad. If you think that the rich are greedy and evil and cause damage in this world, and then you buy a program to make you rich, it will not work because subconsciously you are not going to want to become greedy and evil and cause damage in this world. If you think more money, more problems, and then you buy a program to make more money, it's not going to work because you're going to do anything you can subconsciously to avoid adding more problems in your life. If you think that money will corrupt you, if you think that money corrupts, if you think that success corrupts, if you think that being wealthy and successful and actually being like demonstrating some success in this world will corrupt you, and you buy a program to actually to do those things and to have those things and to become those things, that program will not work because you will do anything subconsciously to avoid being corrupted or hurting people. I love the servant leaders and the educators that I walk shoulder to shoulder with every day. And all of those guys that I just mentioned, Brian and Lucas and Sam and Josh and Pat and Kyle, I walk shoulder to shoulder with these guys in many different various forms. And they're all educators and they're all servants and they're all leaders and they're all impactful and valuable. And all of them make a difference. They all have something extremely valuable to offer. But until you change your mindset, until you change what's happening in your mind and body, what those guys offer, the educational tools that those guys offer, they will not work in your life. And these guys would all tell you the same. The promise of money sells. But if nothing changes inside of you, the promise of money will go unheard and unrealized. And this is why so many people buy programs that are completely what they say don't work. But what's really not working is the narrative inside of them and their money mindset. Their mindset in general, but specifically when you buy money, when you buy a program and it doesn't work, it's because your money mindset is corrupt, not because the program's corrupt. Guys, 2 books I'm going to offer, I'm going to recommend. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker and The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. Check out these 2 books. They'll help you change your mindset, create wealth and success, and then most of all, most importantly, help you keep it without sabotaging it away. Love you guys. Thanks for jamming with me. Thanks for your time. I hope this is helpful. I would love if you are open to changing and rearranging your money mindset. I would love an opportunity to work with you, to connect with you. You can reach out to me on my website, www.innerwealthglobal.com. Connect with me in the About Mike section. schedule some time with me. Let's get on the phone. Let's get on a Zoom and let's start changing that money mindset so we can start making some real wealth in your life.